Pronounced Rexasu in Japanese, the brand has built some stellar automobiles over the years, including the V10-powered LFA supercar. But we've also got some curveballs in here that may prove a little controversial. Let's get to it. The Lexus LS 400 is arguably the brand's most important car. That's because it not only launched the Lexus brand globally, but it was also a very high quality vehicle. That is because they sunk more than $1 billion into its research and development. Imagine what that could buy today. Anyway, around 1,000 engineers and more than 2,000 technicians worked on this blocky vehicle because it had to be, well, almost perfect.
It matched high-end German metal of the time with an ultra-quiet cabin thanks to thoughtful touches like unique tyres, double door seals and acoustic glass. At 100 kilometers an hour on the freeway, it was quieter than both BMW and Mercedes rivals at the time. It also has a silky smooth V8 and acres of interior room.
There's plenty of high-tech features too, starting with these electroluminescent gauges. There's a really cool 3D effect, there's depth to them, and back in 1990 that would have looked pretty special. Plus there's even mobile phone connection, and it boggles the mind to think what the mobile phones would have been like in 1990. There's also really good luxury in this vehicle too. The seats feel fantastic. Even after 35 years, the leather quality in this is lovely. You've got 8-way power adjustable seats, very nice. Even power adjustable steering wheel. Plus there's wood grain trim around some of the elements here that were personally picked out by the Takumi artisans at Lexus. They put a lot of effort into the attention to detail here, and it's impressive.
Despite having no pedigree or lineage to draw upon, the car was priced at just under $120,000, which in 1990 was a lot of coin. Yet it still went on to scoop countless car awards.
It pushed its competitors to rethink their approach to luxury and provided a compelling alternative to the European and American incumbents.
The first LS 400 was sold in the USA in 1989. Then Australia was the second global market, the big luxury limo arriving down under in 1990.
It set an impressively high benchmark right out of the box, and you can almost imagine sitting back here back in the 90s. Big hair, long tie, dowdy suit. And to be honest, without this vehicle setting the agenda, Lexus wouldn't be the brand it is today. The Lexus LFA needs no introduction, but I can't help myself, so here goes anyway. This vehicle is the first ever Lexus supercar, and it took more than 10 years of research and development to reach fruition. And to put it mildly, it is an engineering masterpiece.
Its gestation took longer than usual because Lexus wanted it to be perfect, and it was initially going to be constructed mostly of aluminium, but then Lexus decided it should be carbon fibre and started over.
Nevertheless, the finished product sent a clear signal to its rivals, proving that Lexus could build more than just mass-produced SUVs and passenger cars. It could even give Ferrari a scare.
Ultimately, the LFA was built to an extremely demanding philosophy, a number of targets that had to be met, such as using a naturally aspirated or non-turbo engine that could generate monstrous power and torque.
The V10 engine was co-developed with motorcycle gurus Yamaha and revs to a jaw-dropping 9,000 RPM. And it makes the kind of music that Vivaldi would have treasured.
Accelerating from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 4 seconds, then onto a top speed of 325 kilometers an hour, or 202 miles per hour, the LFA was a bargain when it sold in Australia, priced at just $700,000. Today, pristine versions are fetching double that.
The interior, it is absolutely sensational. These sports bucket seats really do hug the body. You feel like you're almost one with the machine. It's got a very nice feel. Plus, they're also adjustable in several different directions. Electrically adjustable too. And back when this was made, that wasn't too bad. There are a lot of other exotics that you couldn't do that with. And check out the seat belts. They've got this nice covering here. They extend from the bottom. Everything feels so millimeter perfect. Everything actuates beautifully. And the steering wheel, it is just delightful. Its ergonomics are perfect. It makes my hands feel happy. This is pretty special.
It feels like an extension of the car's character, what with its F1-inspired shape, shift indicator lights, optimally placed shift paddles to operate the 6-speed automated sequential gearbox. Even the steering wheel stalks, the indicator levers are special. It's so minimal, I absolutely love it.
And the digital rev counter is not just for looks either. Lexus reckons, and I can vouch for it, the 4.8 litre V10 engine revs from idle to 9,000 RPM so quickly, just 0.6 seconds, that an analog needle wouldn't be able to keep up. You actually need the digital display.
There are so many wild elements going on here, like the fact Lexus built a custom loom to weave the carbon fibre reinforced polymer car body parts, and whatever's not carbon is made of titanium, or aluminium, or magnesium.
And here's the kicker. Only 500 LFAs were ever made, meticulously hand-built by a team of engineers at Lexus Motomachi plant in Japan. Also means that no two LFAs are truly identical.
The LS400 might be Lexus's granddaddy, but the LFA is without doubt the brand's crown jewel, a high-performance masterpiece that has redefined what the Japanese luxury car brand was capable of.
Lexus and its parent company Toyota are arguably the godfathers of commercialising hybrid tech for the mainstream, installing the petrol-electric powertrains in literally anything and everything they could. To that end, the company has refused to push aggressively forward with purely EV products, like a lot of its German competitors.
But it was only a matter of time before the high-end Asian car maker jumped on the EV bandwagon, and in 2021 it released the UX300e. But that vehicle was based on combustion engine platform architecture, which makes this thing, the RZ450e, the brand's first dedicated EV built from the ground up. It brandishes a Luxo Sport aesthetic with a striking front-end design and a truly sexy rump, replete with spiky roof spoilers and a sleekly sloped coupe-like rear profile.
The interior is really elegant too. It feels like a luxury car should. The seats are gorgeous, form-fitting, nice Alcantara suede-like upholstery. Plus you've got the huge screen. It's all rather lovely. But as an EV, overall, it's underwhelming. There's few innovative features. The cruising range is not great and acceleration is pretty poor as well. Ultimately, it's kind of forgettable.
But as the first clean sheet EV built by Lexus, it is a significant milestone for the brand, and I'm willing to bet the next few EVs will have a lot more substance.
Good things come in small packages, and this thing is very small and quite probably very good. Not only does the LBX break new ground for Lexus, being its first subcompact SUV, this one is completely off chops. It's Troppo.
It's propelled by a provocative 1.6-litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine built by Toyota's motorsport partner Gazoo Racing. The all-wheel drive hottie is a limited volume vehicle, meaning it'll be rare and very desirable.
This feisty little firecracker comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission, which will propel it from 0 to 100 in 5.2 seconds. That is not hanging around. Interestingly, you can also get it with a 6-speed manual, which is really cool not only for a Lexus, but also for a subcompact SUV.
It's also available with a rear Torsen limited slip diff for those who want sharper handling dynamics.
And the weird name? Well, the second part, the RR, stands for Rookie Racing, which is a motorsport racing team in Japan. And it's basically to Lexus what GR is to Toyota.
Morizo, meanwhile, is the racing name that Lexus and Toyota's big boss, Akio Toyoda, drives under, and only the cream of the high-performance crop get the special designation.
Lexus really changed the game with this, the RX 400h. It took that popular SUV body style and became the brand's first ever petrol-electric hybrid SUV. Sure, it looks a bit frumpy by today's standards, but it proved that hybrids could be luxurious, powerful, and also still very practical.
It leveraged the V6 from the Lexus RX 330 and added novel hybrid tech, which increased the SUV's muscle mass while also reducing its fuel consumption.
The RX 400h also propelled the brand into an enviable position ahead of its rivals, being the first luxury car maker to take reducing tailpipe emissions very seriously.
The Lexus RX continues to be one of the brand's global best sellers, and it forced other car makers to look at ways to reduce exhaust emissions.
I've saved the best till last. The Lexus SC430 is widely regarded as an abject failure for the brand, and Clarkson and May from Top Gear described it as the worst car ever.
Firstly, the styling is best described as subnormal, with curves in all the wrong places. It looked dated the day it was launched back in 2001, labelled a bathtub on wheels by some armchair critics.
If Lexus wanted to appeal to 10-year-old Pokemon fans, then mission accomplished. But given the average age of a Lexus owner is over 50, it missed the mark. Just a little bit.
Not only does it look quirky, it handles like a soggy marshmallow, feels tailor-made for the retirement home crowd when you sit inside it, and is about as practical as a chocolate teapot. Even the 4.3-litre V8 is blunted by doughy throttle response.
To sum up, this car is one giant compromise and under-delivers on everything. Legroom? Anyone? Anyone?
But after 35 years of automotive research, development, engineering and design, these 6 vehicles have all helped shape the brand into what it is today, a money-making enterprise that generally delivers products people actually want.
Sure, it's built some stinkers over the years, but as the old saying goes, you have to break a few eggs to make an omelette. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think. Which Lexus do you love or hate? Have your say in the comments below, and see you next time.